I'm going to go ahead and share my screen so I can show you all about Glide. Are you able to see that? Perfect. So we started about 3 years ago as a solution for your disclosures. As I'm sure you know, it's a lengthy process. You're probably used to doing it on paper, like you can see on the left, or PDF, using a digital solution, but having your clients fill it out in the form version can be kind of difficult. You know, you as realtors, you're very familiar with these forms and you know where everything is, but for someone who only goes through this a few times throughout their life, it can be really confusing to read these lengthy documents. So what we did is we turned it into a guided interface. Our founders have tech backgrounds in the Bay Area, and they were buying and selling property, and they found the whole process to be pretty disorganized, which I'll talk about in just a little bit, but really the disclosures piece is where they saw the most room for improvement. And so they took these disclosure forms, TDS, SPQ, AVID, that you're quite familiar with, and turned it into the guided interface that you can see on the left. So when your clients are going through and filling out the TDS, it's all in a digital interface. It's kind of grayed out, so you might not be able to see it so well in the background, but instead of checking off a box, they'll be clicking on a bigger box that they can read. And if they're not sure what something is, like this 220-volt wiring right here, if they click on the little information page, a photo will pop up and a brief description. From this page, they can also flag it for your review. So if they are really not sure, maybe they have a question, they can flag that. So you get an email and you know where they might have a question. So it really helps to save time and give you a better way to communicate with your clients and really walk them through this process that can be kind of lengthy, maybe scary if it's your first time going through it. We also have a brand new iOS app, which you can see part of that on the right. We do not have an Android app currently, but our website is very mobile responsive. So you can just go to glide.com on your phone's internet browser and it will work very well. All right. So we had really great success with our disclosure solution with 43,000 agents using us last year on about 140,000 transactions, which comes down to about 1 in 3 homes sold in California using Glide for disclosures. And we really wanted to do more with this, and our associations and brokerages that we work with were coming to us and saying, we really like your user interface, we really like your product, this is saving our agents a ton of time and it's making the process quite a bit safer. And so they asked us to build out more. And as I'm sure some of you are already aware, we are now offered as a CAR member benefit and local association member benefits as well. You can access Glide through the Realtor Secure Transaction portal on CAR.org, or if you have an existing Glide account, you can just log in directly to glide.com. So the process that you are used to probably without Glide, using multiple different apps, is on the left. Personally, my background is in-house in brokerages. So I most recently worked at Compass. I've worked at very small brokerages, much larger brokerages, doing all kinds of things from transaction coordination to marketing to tech support to broker support. And I know that agents are using, 10, 15 different apps or platforms or systems to complete your transaction. And with Glide, we really bring all of this into one platform. So you can fill out all CAR forms. We also have Glide for brokers. So if you are a broker and have your own custom forms, we can put those in Glide as well. The Glide for Brokers account is totally free. So if you are interested in that, you can just email brokerage@glide.com and we can get you set up with that. And your basic account is free too. So everyone that is a realtor will have ability to fill out all the forms right within Glide. We also have an e-signature piece. So we have a deep integration with DocuSign. If that's something you're using or you are familiar with, that won't be going away. But we have our own e-signature tool as well that is free right within the platform. We have really simple and smooth or streamlined ways to collaborate with your office admins, with your TC, with an assistant if you have them, straight within Glide. And then we have some cool tools for compliance just to make sure that you're hitting all of your compliance standards and that everything is being done as safely and smoothly as possible. We have transaction templates, a clause library, all sorts of cool tools like that that will make your life quite a bit easier. And not going to spend too much time on this, but Glide just gives you a faster, simpler, and safer way to complete your transactions. So this is the forms piece right here. You can see the standard form that you're probably pretty used to right in the back there. That's what the forms will look like in Glide as well, with the yellow fillable fields. And then in the front, we have this offer platform that is coming soon as well, where you'll actually be able to submit and manage offers directly within Glide. Here is our e-signature piece. So we have auto tabbing features, so you're not going to have to drag and drop out those signature or date or initial blocks. You can if you want to add additional ones, of course, but if you're using Glide signatures or DocuSign, everything will be placed automatically for you. If you do choose to use DocuSign as well, you won't have to leave the platform to resend or void anything. Everything stays in one place. Collaboration is the next piece. So there you can see another little sneak peek of our offers dashboard where you can counter terms directly within Glide. You can streamline all of your interactions with staff. So if you have a TC, it's really easy for them to have their own login, and you just verify them one time in your settings, and then they have access to all of your transactions and they can help you with anything moving forward. If you are a broker and you have office staff or agents, we can get that roster in there for you. You can give different TCs access to different parts of or different transactions per different agent. Lots of great things you can do there. And then in terms of compliance, we have transaction templates that you can set up either at the brokerage level or at the individual level, a clause library. We also have a checklist and file review system built into Glide as well. So if you have a TC in-house that is completing this for you, this can all be done within Glide. So as far as next steps, we have full Glide webinars, and I'll paste that in the chat before I take off today. We have a couple different ones that I think you'll really like. They're very informative and they include a full product like demo walkthrough, so you'll be able to see the live environment. We can also do a specific webinar for your association just to educate the members. And then if you are a broker, we do have free broker accounts that are very easy to set up. You can just email brokerage@glide.com and I can help you with that, and we can talk about the best way to set it up and schedule some trainings for your agents in particular.